I'm back. Bradley's back. Actually, as I promised earlier, I was going to show you an actual print from one of my earlier paintings. The title of this painting is called Sunset Bay. It's right down there on the white, it's in black on the white frame, the border. And basically, the reason I'm not showing you the actual canvas is because it got kind of scuffed up a little bit. So I took this out of the glass. It was actually hanging on my wall behind, it's framed up really nicely and stuff like that. So I got to redo it and put it back in the wall again. But this, like I said, I did this painting around 2009 maybe. And so this is actually what it would look like. I used to sell these prints way back in the day, along with a whole bunch of my other artworks, all framed up and everything like that. Well, not framed up, but, high quality archive paper and stuff like that. And so, yeah, you can see Sunset Bay by Bradley Enfield. This is actually, like I said, I put this painting out about 2009. And a lot of people call this painting electric. Electric, ooh, let's get some water, man. I think this video is going to turn out pretty good. All right. Oh, I think I got it positioned pretty good here. When I did this painting, it was kind of just like a dynamic, sunset. First of all, you got the basic sky right here with all the little stars. You could actually probably pick those up okay. And then there's the lighter blue, and then you got kind of like a darker section here. But then you got the sun, and the sun is basically setting, right? And then you got the reflections all the way down in the water straight ahead. The sun is, of course, always reflects into the water and the land and stuff like that. Of course, you've got all these highlights right here from the sun, so the sun is really illuminating some of the landscape up here, the background, stuff like that. It's not too bad. I think I put a lot of color into this painting, a lot of work into this painting. You got the beautiful blue lake, you got zillions of these bushes and flowers and all kinds of twigs coming up and greens and reds and yellows and stuff like that, all these dead branches coming up and the pine trees and stuff like that. I actually like my color choices on this particular painting. I was really in a mood for something really dynamic, something that kind of just jumps out at you. And I'm not doing too bad on this review. We're at about 2.5 minutes. But of course you got all these branches coming out here. You got some kind of red reflections down here, little bushes on the shoreline, the grass being highlighted probably by the sun and stuff like that. And I mean, there's a lot of stuff on this. If you look at this painting in person, you actually would go, God, that's kind of really vibrant. You got a lot of colors here, a lot of reflections, a lot of dynamic, it's just, I think it was kind of cool when I did it. I really enjoyed this painting a lot, man. I always thought about going back and trying another version of this painting, but not quite the same painting, of course. And I wanted to, like the contrast between all the colors is pretty dramatic because of the color choices. I mean, you got a lot of colors. You got dark blue, light blue, greenish, the yellow sun, the blue sky, the blue lake, all these colors right down here, zillions of little twiggies. Technically, I thought this was one of my really better earlier paintings. I always got a lot of compliments on this painting from people who actually saw the painting and saw the actual art prints on high archive paper, of course. But this is how I would normally sell it, which I actually did back in 2009 or something, between 2000 and 2013, when I was painting pretty steadily. So I actually had this made up. I had like 50 copies of this particular print all made up. I sold some of them, and some of them I have in storage because they're boxed up really nice so they don't get bent, the edges don't get folded up and stuff like that. You got to take care of your prints. If you're going to actually sell prints, you've got to put them in a safe place, flat up against each other, and nothing leaning against them and stuff like that, or otherwise they'll get scuffed up too. So I kind of like some of the stuff I did here, man. It was a lot of fun to do this painting, man. I was in a really colorful mood that day because when I did this painting, I started looking at all these different colors. Let's do some nasty contrasting here, man. It's gonna just really look nice. I mean, you can clearly see all the different contrasting colors and stuff like that. You know, it's just like, it's almost. One guy called this painting electric. One of my friends on the internet, who's actually a I'm not going to bring out names. It's one of my friends. He's very world famous. He's very famous. He does ambient type music, and he liked a lot of my earlier paintings and stuff like that. And he goes, I almost got him to buy one of these prints, but you know, he's pretty famous, and you know, I didn't want to bother him too much. His first name starts with, it says Steve, but I'm not going to tell you who it is. I had a lot of connections on the internet when I was, you know, popping out sculptures and, you know, paintings and all kinds of stuff, you know. Well before I started getting into making videos like Penny the Lonely Clown and, you know, Spidey Presents and all that kind of stuff. This is what I was kind of actually doing, you know. This was my love at the time, you know. It was my passion, so to speak, you know. And like I said, I've already started painting. I got my first painting done in, about 2 weeks ago. I put the final touches on that one. The one you saw earlier called Shadowlands. That one is done, so I got to do a video on that one. Sort of kind of like what I'm doing here. Anyway, and then I started working on my new painting today, or about a week ago. That's actually turning out pretty good. So like I said, I'm going to keep putting out my regular videos and do my paintings on the side a couple times a week. I actually worked on some paintings today. The newest one I was just talking about, and I ain't got a title for it yet, but I think you might like that one. Some of my paintings are kind of moody and broody. Moody and broody. I kind of like really, you know, winter tundras and all kinds of stuff, you know, and, you know, kind of really vibrant color paintings and stuff like that. This is almost psychedelic a little bit. You know, I have kind of like a dark personality, you know. I like the stuff I see on YouTube, you know, all these goddamn digital paintings, you know, and there's music set to them, stuff like that, like, you know, graveyards and, you know, spooky swamps and stuff like that. That's where I'm kind of going a little bit right now, so I'm not really big on, you know, I mean, I did all these other paintings I've showed you up to this point, you know, with the canvases. This is, like I said, this is the actual print, so basically, I'm really getting inspired to paint again. I mean, I already got something in mind for my third painting, and I actually sketched it out on one of my canvases, my 16 by 20 canvases, or maybe it's 16 by 20. That's basically my preferred size in canvas. This was actually 16 by 22. So it's basically about the size that you're looking at. That's really about the size of the print. I just had it reproduced at a local company here in Minneapolis that did high quality prints on you bring them the canvas, of course, and they would basically just go to town with, you know, they had professional photography equipment, beautiful lighting, dark rooms, you know, black backgrounds, all kinds of stuff like that. And they're still around, I believe, and I'm going to have to go back to them again because I haven't been over in that. I think it's over northeast Minneapolis, but I'm sure they're still in business. They're really well known, and they're basically pretty. They're not really too expensive, but they're basically do a professional job on your prints and stuff like that. I had them photograph. You never saw my Bates Motel. You're gonna have to see that. That's actually pretty cool. You know, the prices are very reasonable, you know. I've known that. There's like two guys that run the company with other employees that help them, you know, photographers and setup artists and stuff like that. So, but anyway, let's get back to this painting. Enough of that stuff. We gotta, you know, like I said, I'm gonna try to go back into selling prints again like this and my upcoming paintings because, yeah, why not, man? I mean, you know, I'm getting to the age where I've got to kind of like have a little bit of extra income, even though I'm doing okay with my income. You all know my situation, Cub Foods, of course, and I got plenty of money coming in besides Cub Foods. But, you know, so now that I only work 2 days a week, I have more time to devote to, you know, new original paintings and things of that nature. So, you know, I'm kind of like getting re-inspired again. I mean, I'm going to keep making all my Penny Lonely Clown videos, Spidey Presents, all that. You know, the rowing videos, the art display videos. I'm still going to keep doing that on a regular basis, you know. But, you know, I'm kind of I'm getting the bug again for painting. I mean, I wish I hadn't stopped after 2013 because, ooh, yeah, I'm here. See, there's me. I got to take a swig of water. But, you know, like I said, if you want to comment on this painting and, you know, hit thumbs up and notification tab and stuff like that, please do so. I know a lot of people don't really care too much about my videos, but, you know, if you don't want to, that's fine. Like I said before, I just do this for fun. Yeah, I'm just kind of like a weekend warrior, except my weekend is like 5 days a week, you know, and only 2 days at that damn job. So, like I said, I like this painting a lot. I like the way I reflected the highlights in the lake. I mean, like I said, this is a very early painting. I mean, probably about, like I said, 2009 or something like that. I just have a rough estimate, even though this one normally would say what year it came out, but I have it on, you know, I have all the information written down on a tablet, so I can tell you exactly what year I produced this painting and stuff like that, or at least painted it and put it out as a print. But like I said, we're going to be going back into selling prints again, probably with my, well, I could probably do my old paintings. I have like about 15 or 20. You've seen about 7 or 8 already on my YouTube channel. I think you did something a couple of weeks ago. I did, what was that? I can't remember the name of that painting. I'm getting old. Oh yeah, that was like some kind of little cabin on a lake and stuff like that. I think this one will look better on my YouTube channel. It's a little more vibrant. It kind of stands out more, you know, and I like that sun back there. It's just peeking its little head out and going, "Hello, I'm going out for the night. I'll see you in the morning when I go way up here." Anyway, I kicked it a little bit. We better straighten this up. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, we're back to normal. Yeah, this damn easel sucks. I gotta get a better one. We're up to about 12 minutes. That ain't too bad. Oh, it's not that. If you have any questions about this painting, I don't know if I can answer it because, like I said, I just use a zillion different brushes, different brush techniques, blending. Of course, it's all artist oils and stuff like that. There's really no acrylics or anything like that. I just kind of I use some acrylics, but I usually mainly just blend the sky with artist oils and the lake effects and stuff like that. A lot of this stuff over here is probably acrylics. This is a combination of acrylics and artist oils. So, it's just, I like the darkness of these pine trees. I mean, look at the highlight on this pine tree. You can clearly see the sun is reflecting onto these pine trees here. Not so much down here, but right on the horizon, so to speak. When the sun is going down over here, it has all these reflections right here and stuff like that, going straight down into the lake. And yeah, I figure the reflections probably should be going straight down since it's the sun right there. Reflections should be going straight down as the sun goes down. The reflections are just going down with the sun. So I don't know, it's kind of cool. I really had a lot of inspiration in this painting. When I was working on it, I was I said, God damn, this ain't bad from right here. And it kind of inspires you to basically, after you, whoa, that's not good. I dropped my pointer. Oh, hang on. Oh, we're up to 14 minutes, ain't bad. Anyway, I'm trying to stay out of the pictures pretty much because sometimes I kind of put my hand in front of the painting too much when I'm trying to explain how I did it. But if you look closely, you can see all these twigs coming up here. I mean, I really made everything quite visible because I wanted this painting to really stand out, color-wise, contrast-wise. I just felt like this was really kind of an interesting painting I did. It's almost like it's a fluorescent type painting. If you saw this painting in person, you go, this is like one of those 1960s fluorescent or 70s fluorescent posters people used to buy with the black light. Remember those things? put them on. You put the poster on the wall with the black light, and it just glows. You know, when they still make those actually. I thought about getting those since I'm an old guy anyway, but me and my family, sister and brother, used to have those fluorescent posters back in the 60s and 70s when we were young kids and teenagers. You know, then stare at night with a black light up right above them. You know, they go, oh my God, ooh, psychedelic. Those are actually still pretty cool. But we're up to about 15 and a half minutes. Ain't bad. I'm going to go for a few more minutes on this video, and then we're going to call it. Oh, my God. I don't know, folks. The two paintings I'm working, well, actually, one's already done, like I said, Shadowlands. And the other one, I haven't titled the newest one yet. It's going to be a really moody kind of a painting, so he may not like it. It's kind of, kind of like a lot of fog and stuff like that, overlooking a bay and stuff like that. And then I started working on my graveyard a few days ago too, and that's actually turning out kind of cool. Not perfect, but it's kind of cool. You gotta just, when you paint, like I said before, the thing is with painting, it's better to stop. You got a certain section done, because if you keep working on other sections, you tend to screw it up. So the best way I can advise you is just do a section. If you're satisfied with it, put it aside for the night. Put it on an easel in the corner and just stare at it and go, okay. But if you just keep working on stuff, you're bound to screw something up. And I think it's better just to work on a section at a time, kick back, view it for a while, for a day or two, and then proceed from that point on, right? That's what I do. I just don't blast a whole painting out, because you're bound to make countless mistakes, and then it frustrates you. Basically, it's better to take your time and to do it slowly and correctly, in my opinion. A lot of people like to rush through paintings and stuff. Some people can do that, but I prefer to kind of like, look at one section. Okay, that's pretty cool right there, up there here. Okay, let's do this section right here tonight. Okay, that's cool. Maybe 2 days I'll do this section right here, and then maybe a few days later I'll do this section here. You kind of do things in steps. That's what I do, just things in steps. Like I said, you always want to start at the background. I mean the background. I've always said that about a billion times. This is your starting point up here, and you start working away this way, or like outward. Of course, and your foreground is down here. Background, foreground. Remember that. So, I just think it's better to take your time when you're doing these paintings, one section at a time. I mean, a lot of people, like I said just a few minutes ago, they want to just blast through everything and get everything done. I think that's a bad idea. I think you should, like I said, put the painting aside for a day or two and see what you think about, like, this section right here to here. And then if you're satisfied with that, then move on to the next section down here. I just think it's a better technique, and it's a better way of creating the painting that you really want, the image that's really in your mind, and you kick back, you look at it, it's done up to about right here, and you go, that's not too bad so far, from here to here. I'm pretty satisfied with that. Okay, let's start working on this section right here a little bit. And I think that's just a better way of approaching paintings and stuff like that. I mean, that's just my technique and my views on it, and I'm not really, I'm sure, like I said, there's a billion artists around the world. They all have their techniques, watercolors, pastels, acrylics, artist oils, and all kinds of other stuff. So, well, I'm pretty much done with this review, but this display, I should say. I just wanted to kind of let you see what this painting looked like in a canvas form. I mean a archive paper form and stuff like that. I gotta touch up the original painting. It's got a few scuffs here and there, like that last one I did. So I did try to preserve them the best way I could, like wrapping them in really nice paper, then plastic around the paper and the painting, and put them, a little divider between all the canvases and stuff like that, so they basically don't get rub up against each other and stuff like that and get all scuffed up. Most of them are in pretty good condition. There's a few that need touching up, like that last video I did a couple nights ago or last week or whatever it was. Well, we're going to shut this one down for the night. I think I pretty much explained pretty much what this is. So I'm not sure when I'm going to be. I might make another video tomorrow night, but it won't be painting. It'll be maybe Spidey Presents or something like that. So, and maybe even Freddy. Freddy might be coming back too. Well, yeah, whatever. I just have so much fun. I'm just a fun kind of a guy. At least when I'm by myself doing what I want to do by myself. I don't hang out with people. Y'all know my views. My rowing videos are very, very, I tell you exactly what I'm about. So anyway, we're going to shut this down. There's my hand. Like I said, if you want to comment, hit the description below, and, notifications, that kind of stuff. If you don't want to say anything, that's fine. I just prefer views, really. I really don't care if I get 500 billion subscribers. Like a lot of these people on YouTube get 100, 300, 500, 500,000, 1 million subscribers. Oh my God, how do you do that? I don't care. I just do all this for fun. I just don't care about, having that big of a following. I have a pretty big following all over the internet anyway, just not YouTube. So, I'm not really concerned with, kissing YouTube's ass to get, 450,000 subscribers and, 85 comments and, and $350 million views. Whatever I get, I'm pretty satisfied with. Like I said, I only do this for fun. I'm not out to be Mr. Mega Man or stuff like that. I just do all this for fun. Post my videos on YouTube and try to make people laugh and smile and stuff. All my other goofy videos and stuff like that. So I'm not really concerned with that kind of popularity on YouTube. I'll never get it. YouTube basically, they only help people that they actually like. I'm kind of like right at the bottom, the cellar. I'm kind of like a catfish. I'm on the bottom of the riverbed, eating all the leftover food on the riverbed and below the water line. I don't care though. I just do all of this just for the fun of it, man. Anyway, we're gonna get going. So if you guys, like I said, take a look at this, and I'm not sure when my next video is coming. This is my third video this week. I got one more day off of my job, so I'm not really sure if I'm gonna do another video this week. I did 4 last week, 3 this week, and if I do another video tomorrow night, it might be Spidey Presents, doing another movie review, but I have to think about it, It's starting to rain here in Minneapolis, or uptown Shipville, we want to call it. So anyway, thank you for, viewing my YouTube channel and my video. And, like I said, be safe. I really do. One thing too, I want to say something. I always say this. I always do appreciate the people actually look at my YouTube videos. Like I said, I get very few comments and stuff like that, but I do appreciate it. I really actually do. I know, a lot of people don't want to take the time out to comment and stuff like that, but that's okay. Like I said, I only do it for fun. But I want to thank everybody for supporting me over the years and sticking with me. I've gained a lot of subscribers, but I've lost a bunch too in the last, last couple of years. But what can you do? They just don't like me. Anyway, we'll see you next time on the next video. Maybe tomorrow night. Not really too sure. Later, man. Bye now.